Oh, I hope you didn't think I wasn't going to get to you. It's just that most of the stuff I've already said about you for years. And you already know it. And your people already know it. So you've been waiting to see if I say your name. Well, here you go. Welcome, Patreons. You guys are getting the early bird on this because you deserve it. So everybody else in the free world will have to wait to get this video. And if you're watching it now and we've now premiered it on YouTube, welcome. You're late. Should have been on the Casino for Life Patreon. And then things like this wouldn't escape you for so long. Now, for the rest of us, look at what we got here. Y'all know who that is to your right, don't you? That's the president, or former president now, I believe, of iHeartRadio. And that's Charlemagne. As Kwame would say, that's his Zaddy. Just like Zaddy, come on. Just like Zaddy. Hey, just like Zaddy. That's your Zaddy, ain't it, Charlemagne? Just like Zaddy, come on. Yeah, gonna be anytime you want. Throw the cake, our time on the radio. I know you're happy. I can feel your passion looking out for you, just like Zaddy. Come on. Sunshine turns to rain, baby. I can take away your pain. Close your eyes, believe in magic. I never leave when you need me. I am your Zaddy. That's your Zaddy, ain't it, Charlemagne? Look at your Zaddy. Can't you see the resemblance? Mm-hmm. Just like Zaddy. And what did Zaddy do? Ladies and gentlemen, what did Zaddy do? You remember what Choke said? Choke, no joke, came to do the Breakfast Club. And what happened when Choke went on the show? What did he tell the world? Choke said something on the levels of Charlemagne received an inappropriate text from iHeartRadio president. Why would the president of iHeartRadio be sending you text messages? And to send you the message that he sent. What is that message? Let's listen.
Happened to show you a text in his phone, goddammit. And what did it say? Huh? What did it say?
I can't wait to suck your...
I can't wait to suck your dick. Now, this was his boss. I can't wait to suck your dick. Like that's crazy.
You sound like Dave Chappelle playing Tyrone.
Word.
Or that crackhead nigga. Whatever the crackhead nigga.
Yeah, Tyrone Biggums or some shit. But yeah, so y'all was chilling or whatever, and he showed you a text. You said he like his body language was kind of off, right? Because he read that text, right? Like, how was his body language before he showed you the text? How was he feeling before he said, "Yo, read this"? You know what I'm saying?
He went from being regular to looking scared to death.
Wow.
Shouts out to all viral hip hop.
Like, yo, Choke, look at this. And I read it. I'm like, who sent you that? He's like, yo, my boss. I'm like, what? Like, this is like his first week fit. He can lie all he fucking wants. Niggas don't, like, how can I just pull that story up just out of the air? Like, come on, man. Charlemagne, stop it, nigga. You know it's gonna happen.
Now, is it safe to say, like, if he texts him that Do you think that he texts Envy and fucking Angela that shit too? Come on now, what he just want the chocolate, the Mr. Chocolate? You know he want the whole rainbow, like he want the light and bright, and he want half Chinese food.
I'm sure he didn't want Angela Yee. If he wanted to suck Charlamagne off, he ain't got no use for Yee.
Now, we won't insinuate, but does that look like somebody who's on the up and up that wouldn't send that text message? I believe Choke 100% from the moment he said it. Why would somebody feel comfortable to send that to you, Charlamagne? Why did Charlamagne feel comfortable to show that to Choke? I don't think Choke even knows. But I know. I know. Oh, you know I know. Charlamagne was testing you, Choke. He wanted to see your reaction to it. He wasn't shocked, because that's not the first time he probably didn't got that text. They know who they employ. They know who they back. They know they people. So they did that. Charlamagne did that to see how you was going to react to it and see how your reaction was. That's why he showed you the text, to see how you was going to react to it. How you received it will let him know if he could bring you in certain situations. Plus, he's already very familiar with where you used to work and who Choke No Joke boss used to be. When he was working at BET, his boss was walking around like he wasn't hiding it. That guy, the CEO and the president of BET, rather, he was walking around in a dress. He was very openly out there. So they was like, well, Choke worked there. And we know how that guy is. So what about this situation? Then through the whole Me Too movement, when the Me Too thing was going around, Tyler Perry went and sat on Oprah's couch and started talking, and Charlamagne wanted to sit in the chair and want to reveal his truth. Oh, yeah, my cousin when I was young took advantage of me and all that, but I liked it. Yeah, man, I liked it. I liked it. Tyler Perry, he was crying. I don't know. I'm like, I liked it. It happened to me. So people, I guess that was his play for sympathy, to try to get people on his side and all that, because he knew he had all this stuff he had done. So now it's always amazing, you know. Didn't R. Kelly do the same thing that he criticized R. Kelly for? Oh, don't try to pull that up now, because they got the tapes and all that. You want to change the narrative and try to play the victim. Don't try to play the victim, Charlamagne. So we can go, oh, he was assaulted. Don't play victim. Don't do it. And now Zaddy then gave you an all-black podcast. You gonna be the main guy. You gonna have the majority ownership, 51%. Zaddy just take 49 and none of the blame. Go on and represent the brothers for me. Just like Zaddy. Just like Zaddy, come on. Just like Zaddy. And y'all gonna support the Black Effect. it's strange to me that a lot of people that's on there and a lot of the podcasts on there all come from a slanted point of view, a very biased slant, where they let Democrat candidates or people who's left escape. They let all these people that come by and swindle and hustle and scam and all that and been involved in all that, they seem to have a podcast now. And it's right on the Black Effect, isn't it? Anybody following the agenda and code, they get a podcast show on the Black Effect. And that whole network. I don't know a soul that even has that platform. But let's go into him. Let's go to iHeart. Let's go to Zaddy. Because Zaddy right now got a problem. And what's the problem Zaddy got? See, Zaddy problem is they're in debt. They were $20 billion in debt. They had to reconsolidate their debt and separate some of the companies that they had so that the Clear Channel and everything else, when they got through transitioning the company, they're only like 5.6 billion in debt. So they're in debt, making money while in debt. That station, Power 105, has had how many owners? So there's no money being made. But the Breakfast Club generates a lot of interest because of all of the foolery that takes place. And people who love buffoonery tune into the Breakfast Club. And the show has been dead and dry for years. It's dry. It's done. Now, as far as a talent on the radio, Charlemagne can sell it. He's very talented at what he does. He knows how to sell radio. He's been on the radio for a long time. For television, that might not work ever. He's tried it so many times and failed every single time. Because your antics mostly work for radio. When you went and cried to Diddy, what did you have to give Diddy to get that security? They wouldn't even give y'all new chairs. Kevin Hart bought y'all new chairs because he was tired of sitting in those old chairs y'all had in the Breakfast Club, and y'all had generated all that money. And when Joe Budden tried to tell you something that was for your own good, Charla, he told you, Charla, he said, listen, Charla, this is for your own good. But me and you, we're not fighting the same fight. I'm fighting for ownership. I want to own everything now. I want to own my thing. You want to work for somebody. That's two different things. You want to play owner. I want to actually be an owner and own my side. So I'm fighting. I know what I'm fighting for. So you keep trying to talk to me like I'm messing things. You don't even understand the argument. So you couldn't even give him proper advice because you're not speaking from someone that's on that level. He's on a whole different lane. I'm in a whole different fight that you're not in, but you should be in. You generated all that money for Power 105. What did you get out of it? Oh, your new deal is connected to the Black Effect. They convinced you to stay by giving you this podcast network. You couldn't dance over to HBO because what you said in the past came back. It wasn't what everybody said. You didn't get that HBO show taken away from you based on anything anybody said about you. No slander about you. You lost that because of everything you said and did. Every tweet you did. Every podcast audio you did. That was you. You made that maze you can't get through. You did that. So you can call it karma or whatever you want to call it. Call it fate. That is your fate. You wasn't supposed to be rewarded with a show on HBO. I'm quite sure you're going to try to go back and revisit it when everything clears up. But people ain't going to let that go away. They're not going to let that case go away. Because something happened there to that woman. And you took responsibility for some of it. But my thing is, why were you there? You never told the truth about the situation. You never said that you picked the girl up at all. She said you met her mama, you came to her house before, and you claimed you never met that woman until she was just there at the place. And you had made some drinks for them. That was it. So you admitted to making drinks for minors. But you told so many inaccuracies. All these inaccuracies, everything you said down the line, all was like a contradiction when you tell it again. Certain details are different. But that's on you to deal with. Her family and everything else, I'm not going to have to rehash that over and over. But you're sending your minions to come after Self-Talk, myself, Kwame. We know it's you. You're the head snake in there, and we know the people that got the battery in your back. You're another wind-up toy. You're just the bigger wind-up toy, sending his little wind-up toys to go do his bidding. Because you thought Kwame would be off your neck. You thought it'd be over by now. You apologized. So therefore you could say, hey, I did it on my platform and it's done. No, he'll be through when he's ready for it to be through. And y'all are through. But trying to attack him from behind the scenes, like it can't be seen in the daylight, we know where it's coming from. We know where it's coming from. All of y'all in the same boat. Like he said, the go along, get along game. All of y'all are connected. And he messing up a lot of money. That's what you're really nervous about. Because Kwame, y'all trying to shut him down any which way you can, and y'all see that this brother got some power. He got the people. And those the people y'all want. This ain't about money for him. And he probably making more, and he's doing better than everybody who's spending all this money on production. They got camera assistants, people doing edits and all these different things. And he making more money sitting back on his couch in his chair. So all you other people need to scratch your heads and say, well, damn, if he doing that, then what the hell am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Why am I being led by Zaddy? I didn't want him to do that to me. He just wouldn't stop. He just kept forcing himself on me. I didn't know what to do. So, Patreons, thank you. All my VIP Patreons, I appreciate it. This is a early premiere, so you guys get to see it. It's gonna be up here for about 3 days before it go live to the YouTube world. And everybody who's watching it live on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button. They're gonna be mad about this.